What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Pile Driver Podcast. We are live here at Kim Tam Lake, here for OCW's Danger Zone.
Kim Tam Park at Melanie Springs.
Kim Tam Park. What did I say?
Lake. Kim Tam Lake. You threw them both together there.
Jeez.
Hey, I've done it once or twice. It's no big deal.
It's new. We are joined by some special people here. We got the voice of OCW, Yo Paulie. You've seen before. And Drew, the Werewolf Starner.
Big Wolfie himself.
How you guys doing?
We're excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys excited for an action-packed night here at Danger Zone?
Well, this is Pile Driver Live. The first ever live edition of the Pile Driver Podcast.
That is true.
So excited to be here for that. Excited for what is going to be a great night of action. We've got 8 matches on the card.
Stacked card. Absolutely stacked card.
3 championship matches tonight.
3. That is right. That is correct.
3 championship matches.
Yeah.
Plus, we will determine the number 1 contenders to the Tag Team Championship tonight.
That is true.
As well as the beginning of the first ever OCW Summer Series tournament.
And this kicks off the summer tour here for OCW as well.
This is night 1 of our 4-night tournament of shows.
The tournament of shows.
Dude, I'd love to have tournaments like every single
I love tournaments. You know we love tournaments. So
I don't know if we're allowed to use the greatest of all time tournament, though. I think I sold the rights to that to somebody else.
Best in the world?
I think somebody else owns the rights to that.
Yeah. If it ain't me, then we're doing it wrong.
Let's get over this card. Let's break this down.
Absolutely. Let's go for it.
We got Sydney VE versus James Roenick. You guys excited for this one? James Roenick making his OCW debut.
The Great British Gaijin, Sydney versus James Roenick, is going to be a great matchup simply because, for one, Roenick hasn't been in OCW in at least a year, so it's going to be a great opportunity for him to prove himself. As for, we've got somebody else joining us, it looks like.
Glenn Lane.
Well, this is the treatment I get.
Wow.
That's the treatment I get.
It's not my podcast.
Nothing plugged in. Nothing plugged in. I got to go. I can do it. I can shoot.
Okay.
Here we go.
How you doing?
Horrible. I can't hear you. I can hear you. I'm just going to bust your chops. What's up, guys?
Wolfie was doing the pre-work on production here, so.
You can blame
Don't try to pin that on me. It's going to be a long night.
I have figured everything out in life now. Anything Wolf touches goes to crap, right?
Makes perfect
come
sense.
on. I'm not that bad.
No, you're worse.
Holy moly. So here we are.
Yeah. The weather is beautiful here. Kicking off the summer tour.
Yeah, this is the start of the summer tour tonight.
I don't think we can ask for any better weather than what
How you guys like the card that I put together?
We're just getting ready to break down.
Oh, you haven't even broke it down yet?
We just started going with Sydney versus James Roenick.
That's the start, right?
That is
so we're starting the match like that, or starting the night like that. It's going to be a huge night, guys. So listen, anybody that's watching right now, doing a special deal for you tonight only. General admission, if you come down here tonight, right now, and you say, hey, I heard the general manager, Glenn Lane, on the podcast, it's $12. Tonight only. Right now.
You can't beat that. That is a absolute
But
deal.
you have to mention that I just heard it on the podcast.
You guys hear that?
What was the name of that podcast again?
Pile Driver Podcast, right?
The Pile Driver.
Pile Driver.
Pow!
Really hammered
Pow
it.
in his face. It's like I'm kind of looking at Drew. He's got like a face that I'd want to punch.
He just got a punchable face.
He's got a punchable face.
We can make that
Well, I
happen.
used to do MMA, so yeah, a lot of people have
I
punched
wasn't
his
going
face,
there.
so-
He totally didn't play along at all. You're supposed to say, what can I do to change my face? There was nothing you can do. Still want to punch it.
Oh, that's already
Step Brothers. Step Brothers, man.
Just wanna
Come
deliver one
on.
of these.
Pow, pow. Gee, Merry Christmas.
Are you saying pal?
Are you saying pal, Pam? Let me help you with this. Listen, guys, no, this is an exciting night for us. We love being outdoors. I think our fans love being outdoors. It makes the show so much better.
It really does.
Last year we were working off of COVID.
Yep.
So the summer tour worked perfect for us. You could be outdoors. We didn't have to social distance. The year prior, this is what really sucks. So the year prior, before COVID hit, when COVID hit in February, March, and we got shut down, there was going to be this big show in August. We were going to have these fireworks, and this is kind of our time to shine. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we do better outdoors. Like I wish we were in Florida or something, right? That we could be outdoors all year round because this environment gets so crazy, the fans get so crazy, and it's such a good show. And I feel like the talent and the superstars of OCW, they perform better outside than inside because, I mean, if you guys, I don't know, are they looking at us live too?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of the lake they can see, but this place is packed. So there's probably 200 plus people here.
This is probably the busiest I've seen it.
Yeah, so there's 200 plus people here, and I'm going to plug that too. We're at Kim Tam Park at Melanie Lakes Springs, right? Melanie Springs.
Kim Tam Park at Melanie Springs.
And you can go to melanielake.inc and get season passes or one-day passes. Let's throw that in there. That's a plug. Jeremy, gotcha. So that's a plug there.
Gorgeous here.
It is. And guys, so a little secret behind all of this, I'm the one that helps with the water. So I'm the one that helps, get everything ready for the spring along with Jeremy. Me and Jeremy work down here endlessly hours. Like, it's insane. 14, 16-hour days. And then on the weekends, it's like 18 hours. We literally drain this lake, clean the sand. It's insane. This place is gorgeous.
It is.
And it's family friendly. It's really a good time. And they are the only park with a high dive still in Ohio.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
He got grandfathered in, so it's the only one. Insurance will not cover it anywhere else but here. So remember that. Anyways, let's get back to the card. I did my plug. Everybody's got to be happy. So first one up.
We got Sydney versus Roanoke, which is going to be great. Then we got Pat the Bruiser going out against Tommy Chill.
Tommy Chill. So listen, guys. So Tommy Chill, I've watched wrestle for years, and it's always great when I can get him back here and I can get him booked, and it's a good time. And he's such a veteran, inside and outside the ring. His presence is definitely felt here, and it's great to have him here. It's awesome.
Well, I can also break some news here because the OCW Summer Series tournament starts tonight.
Yep.
The 4 competitors will meet in singles matches tonight.
Yep.
The winners of those matches will then advance to the finals at Summerfest in Mogador on July the 16th, which is our next show. Yep. So the Summer Series tournament
You're not going to miss that one either.
Starts tonight, ends in Mogador, and we will know who will be essentially in one half of the main event for Beach Bash.
That's true. I actually did a pretty good summer events, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah. And you do realize we always have Battle Royal at Mogador, too, as well. So
I love a Battle Royal.
We all love Battle Royals.
yeah, so that's always there. But tonight, let's get back to the third card.
Yep.
Fourth? Are you in the fourth?
Didn't I
now?
mention that Pat the Bruiser versus Tommy Chill is a Summer Series tournament match?
Yes, it is.
Carry on with that. We got Casey Carrington
Yes.
taking on Austin Blaze, which is going to be a phenomenal match as well.
That match, I'm telling you guys right now, if you're going to watch live tonight on the computer, phone, whatever you watch on, it will not serve this match justice. If you are here, you're going to see these two young men are absolutely phenomenal, and they are the future of wrestling. And I really hope that people can get down here to see this, to see what I mean, because I know that people are thinking, hey, he's just promoting this. That's what his job is. He's the general manager. He set the match. I'm telling you, I set this match because I know what this match is going to do. This match is going to have people off their feet. Austin Blaze is so dynamic. He's great. He's great. And Carrington, and you can't take that. This is the most even match that I've done this year. That I can't tell you that which way is left or right to this one, right? Like, this is going to be down the middle. Who makes the first mistake? That's what kind of match this is.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm fairly new with Austin Blaze. I've seen him recently, and I was just blown away.
Amazing. So you saw him in probably the Brass Ring Gauntlet.
Yep.
And amazed, right? I mean,
I was just in awe.
yes, it's going to be a good time.
I mean, any match on this card could be match of the night.
It could.
Easily.
It could.
But keep your eyes on this one as well,
Yes,
because this
I
is
agree.
going to be amazing.
Yep.
And like I said, this is going to be another Summer Series tournament match. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Next, we got Brandon Fields take on Lord Thomas the Brute.
Yeah, it seems the Entourage is making their move towards the Brute for some reason here, huh?
I see that.
I don't know what's up with Nick and what he thinks he has up his sleeve, but I don't know if I'd go after one of the most dominant wrestlers in OCW in the last couple of years.
That's a bold move. That's a
Very
bold
bold
strategy.
move.
But don't
Bold
count
strategy.
out Brandon Fields. Brandon Fields is a technician in that
I agree.
ring.
I'm not taking anything away from him. I just don't. I don't know. This
let it
one
be-
doesn't. This one doesn't make much sense to me.
And Nick Hahn and Jock Sampson are suspended right now.
Yes, they will not be here.
They
Anymore.
will not be here.
For trying to come to work.
Well, can we talk about the fact that that is a Class D felony, what they did? They jumped the barricade as fans, paying fans, and got into the ring and attacked one of our superstars.
That they did.
We're lucky that Nick and Jock did not get prosecuted. The fact that our OCW general manager, Glenn Lane, did not press charges
They should be
tell you what
thanking
kind of
Glenn
man
Lane for
he
not
is.
pressing charges.
I looked at it. So, pressing charges, they're going to get a fine, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? Them not being here tonight hurts the pocketbook a little more, right? So, they are suspended for tonight.
But they will, specifically Nick Hahn, be back at Summerfest in Mogador on July 16th. And we also got the breaking news, I think it was a couple days ago.
Crosshairs Kelly will be with them.
The newest member of the Entourage is Crosshairs Kelly.
I'm still not used to that.
I'm not either.
I am not used to hearing that.
Man, and that is like bothering me.
I know.
There's
it's
one.
in my face.
There's like
It's
one that just
bouncing
will not
back
leave me
and forth
alone.
between
But didn't I tell you guys at Tradition that we had our new man?
What is this wee stuff?
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, what
weed?
is this?
No,
week?
Then let
What
me
is it? What do
reiterate.
you- what do you mean
Well, let
by
me
we?
reiterate that. When I say we, that's like me
keep your eyes on
and
the
the
road.
Colorado Avalanche saying we are going to win the Stanley Cup on Sunday. That's what I
Probably-
mean by
they
we.
probably will.
I really should have seen you slide that in there.
You didn't see that coming.
All right, what's the next match? I'm getting bored.
We got the winning tag team. We got a tag team match for the number one contenders match for the OCW tag team titles. We got Boogie Nights taking on DeCapo and Knox, which this could go either way.
Yeah,
this,
Capo and Knox is they're starting to really fit in together. And
they are. They got really
you know,
good
as
chemistry.
Knox was becoming like his kind of like sidekick, I guess you could say. But Knox has kind of proven himself over the last couple months.
Especially with the victory in the Tradition Battle Royal.
Thanks, Paulie. That's exactly where I was going with. He's made a turn, and I thought that this was well deserved.
I agree 100% with that. Then we got the Ohio Heritage Championship match. Whew. We got the champion, Chuck the Truck Morris, taking on Kenny Cash.
Yeah. Also, with a lot of people question this one with Kenny Cash and getting the opportunity. Kenny Cash has actually been coming in here the last few months as well. He's another guy. He's, you know, I wouldn't say vet, but he's been around now a few years, and he's kind of making his mark here a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been
and
putting
he
in the
made
work.
it was a pretty pleading case last month to me that I thought it was an opportunity that he needed, and when you do that, when you bring opportunities to guys like this, to like Kenny Cash, where you can get an opportunity. Sometimes it kind of takes them to the next level, right? It makes them have to work a little harder, and I think Kenny Cash is up for the challenge. And Chuck the Truck is probably one of the best ones to put him up for the challenge. So
Could Kenny Cash walk away with the Ohio
he could.
Heritage
He
Championship?
could. I think it's the case is there. Kenny was with the tag team for most of his career.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of singling out there, and I really think he needs a chance, and here it is.
This next one has been brewing up for a while, and it's going to be an intense match. I feel it is. We got the OCW Women's Championship. We got Natalie May finally going against Eden VE, the champion.
So Eden, she found a way. Don't get me wrong. She found a way for me to sign off on something. I guess
Found a loophole.
she did it. She did it correctly. I mean, I can't take it away from her. Natalie gets a shot tonight. Deserved rematch shot. Legitimate. So she's going to get it tonight. And,
They could have something up their sleeve. Something could have happened tonight. I have a
Could.
feeling.
It could. It could.
It's like, I don't know.
We'll be watching close.
I don't
We'll
know
see
if the
what
people saw at home the size of that contract. We had a copy at ringside. The thing was like a book.
Yes, I hear you just finished reading through it last night.
Well, when you have the power out for 10 days after that fierce line of storms, you get a chance to do a little bit of reading. So
That's what happens when I play with my weather machine. I'm sorry, dude.
Well, if you can read.
yeah, people don't give me a whole lot of credit. I'm a lot smarter than people give me credit for.
I'll be damned. All right, what do we got?
To end things for tonight, we have the OCW Heavyweight Championship match.
Rematch.
That is correct. A rematch. No
I'm looking forward to
shame.
this one.
Jimmy Shane going against the Thunderbird, Jake Ely.
So listen,
Man,
I've always heard since I've came on. Now it's been what, 4 years? 4 years, Paulie?
4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always heard that I have some kind of there's something with me and Mr. OCW, Jimmy Shane, and that's not the case at all. It's right now Jimmy Shane has a chance to get his title back, and why not? What better place to do it than
Right
tonight,
here.
right? Right, our first show going into summer, and I think it's a great idea. So I think Jake Ely's up for the challenge. I think Jake Ely's a great champion. I think Jimmy Shane is one of the greatest that's OCW's had.
arguably could be one of the greatest.
So I really like this match, and this match was a no-brainer for me. So I like where we're going. I love our main event, and I think the fans here tonight are going to love it as well.
And while I was doing that reading, I also looked through the OCW record books. With a win tonight, No Shame Jimmy Shane ties the record of most reigns with the OCW Heavyweight Championship, with Big Guns Jeff Cannon at 4 reigns.
Yep.
4.
Yep. That's absolutely true. Like I said, guys, you can't, a lot of people look at, I get messages all the time. Oh, you favor Jimmy Shane. I don't. Let's look at the records. Let's look at what Jimmy Shane has done here at OCW, and he's, like I said, arguably one of the best that OCW's ever had.
The track record speaks for itself.
Yes. So it was no-brainer for me that it was time for a rematch.
And
right?
it's not to discredit the fact that Jake Ely turned his back on OCW. He turned his back on Team OCW.
Paulie, I'm
in the
glad you
Extreme
said that.
Warfare match.
That's one of the reasons why I did it as well. Jimmy opened back up and was like, you know what, let's give him a fresh start, and it backfired. And to me, Jimmy was the leader of that OCW team, right?
He was.
Yeah.
So, don't get me wrong, Robbie Starr was on that team. These are all guys that they've put in their work. They do their dues, right? I mean, they're here. They work hard. They've done it for years, and the OC name to me is very proud. And I was so honored to come here 4 years ago with just the OCW name itself, right? But once you get to know these OCW veterans and they're great guys, they're great competitors, and the one thing they bleed is OCW, Ohio Championship Wrestling. They bleed it.
I can agree with that.
When something like what Jake Ely did, that doesn't sit too well with them, right? So, yeah.
And why would it?
I agree.
Honestly.
I agree. So, guys, listen up. I will be back out here for commentary soon, and we'll see you guys then.
Well,
All right.
Thanks for joining
All right,
us.
Thank you.
sir.
This card is stacked.
It's stacked.
Well done, sir.
That was
Thank
the
you.
OCW General Manager, Glenn Lane.
Man,
It's part of my deal here.
if
That's
this card couldn't have got
Yes.
any more hype. I don't even know. What match are you excited for the most, Drew?
I would have to say Brandon Fields versus Lord Thomas the Brute.
That's going to be your match of the night tonight? You think?
Oh,
Or is that the-
100%. See, a lot of people are already counting Brandon Fields out because he's wrestling the Brute.
Hello, guys. You guys looking forward to that Ohio Heritage Championship?
We
match
are.
tonight?
We are.
You know, I was walking by, saw you guys doing your interview. I figured
How you
come
going?
and sit and talk to you guys. I
We're
haven't
being
done it in a
joined at
while.
this time by the OCW Ohio Heritage Champion, Chuck the Truck Morris.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm
You
feeling
excited for
good.
this?
Yeah, I'm always excited to wrestle here at Melanie Lake. You know, it's hot, sun's beating down, but
The
You know
weather
what?
is beautiful today.
it is absolutely beautiful out here.
It wasn't beautiful at the start of the day. Let's put that out there into the ether.
Yeah, you know, it started off a little rough. It was definitely hot setting everything up, but now that we're done, you know, we got that chance to cool off. We got the canopies overhead. I'm feeling ready. I'm good to go.
You ready?
Yes.
You got taking on Kenny Cash tonight. You got any plans going into this?
Nothing in particular, you know. I've wrestled Kenny a couple times. I've seen him progress literally since day one for him. You know, I was around Spinebuster the day he tried out all the way up till now. I've seen what he does. I know what he's capable of. He does not fully know what I'm capable of, though.
I don't think he does either. And like Glenn Lane was saying before you stepped in here, he said Kenny's been putting in the work for a while now, and he thought it was a.
He has been. Like I said, I've watched him since day one. He has been putting that work in, but I've been putting that work in just that much longer.
Yes, you have. And the
if-
title shows it.
Exactly. If you look at me, not just from the beginning of my career, but just from the time we came back from the pandemic to now, like, I'm a completely different beast than I was when I first came back. I lost my Heritage title, but damn it, I won it back.
Yes, you did.
And I do not plan on losing it anytime soon.
Chuck, I got to ask you about something because I know your Spine Buster. You've been really working on it and perfecting it, and you have renamed the Spine Buster, which is
Yes.
something that nobody would ever have the guts or the cojones to do. We're talking about something that goes back to Arn Anderson, I think, would be the last person that you can really think of that Spine Bustered anybody to the same degree that you do.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate
You have
that
an Arn
compliment.
Anderson-esque spine buster, sir.
But yeah, I wanted to make it my own, because not only is Arn Anderson is a big influence of mine. I love watching his work, but my trainer was Sherman Tank, and that was his move. That's why our training school was called Spine Buster University in the first place. That's why I was the one who finally had the cojones to ask how to do it. So we stuck around one day, and he showed me the ropes on how it works, and I've been working really hard to perfect it and make it my own. And I did change the name for when I do it. I'm calling it the Frame Breaker now, because when you bust the frame on your car, it's totaled, it's done, and there's no coming back for it.
Not to mention with the power
like
that you
that.
deliver that frame breaker, you're almost breaking the ring frame.
Exactly, it's a new name, but it's as literal as it gets.
I can sit here and say you probably have one of the nicest spine busters in wrestling today, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And that name is beautiful. Chef's kiss.
He's got three
Thank you.
amazing finishing signature style maneuvers. He's got the frame breaker now.
Yes.
You've got maximum overdrive.
Yep.
And the truck stop.
Yes, sir.
So you've got three different ways to really, I don't want to say finish off an opponent, but they never see it coming.
Yeah.
Is really the thing with your style.
Hey, that's the whole point, man. That's what gets me the W's, and that's what brings the titles to me.
Yeah, you have to be at
Which one's
able
Kenny
to-
getting tonight?
Kenny's going to get whatever I want to give him. I can't give that
I
much
like
away.
it. I like it. Get down here and come watch it live, baby. You will not be disappointed.
Yes, sir.
Chuck, it
Title's
almost-
staying home with me.
Chuck, it almost seems like you're overlooking Kenny Cash.
No, I'm not trying to overlook him. Like I don't want to come across like that. I'm fully prepared for the challenge of what's ahead of me tonight. But at the same time, I just feel like I am just on a slightly higher level than Kenny is at the moment. He's good. He is very good. He has earned this championship match. But I'm the champion for a reason. And I plan on keeping my title.
Guys, we have a lot of the OCW locker room just kind of milling around here to be part of the first ever Pile Driver live leading into OCW Danger Zone tonight at 6 p.m. That's right, 6 p.m. right here at Kim Tam Park at Melanie Springs.
There's going to be so much action going on tonight.
So much going on here.
Now, speaking of which, a good friend of mine just popped up. If you want to pop in on this interview, James the Baker Hickey, you got a match tonight you want to talk about? Here you go.
Good luck tonight, Chuck.
Boys,
Always a pleasure.
I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
James, how's it doing, man?
What's up? James the Baker here, ready to do really sweet today and had some fun today.
Yeah, you're going to become the number one contender for the OCW Tag Team Championship.
Yep.
Huh?
It's gonna be a challenge with those two, but man, with our team, I think we can win. I believe we can win and get the number one contendership.
You guys have been on a roll lately, and I can see you guys walking away with this number one contendership. How you feeling about this weather tonight?
The weather, not like hot weather, but I could deal with it. And like I said, I've been training if you see on my Instagram, I've been training hard
Yeah,
every day to
yes,
get ready
you
for
have.
this
You've been
match, and that's really matters to try to get better.
You've been doing great, man. You look great. Great shape. You're ready to rock and roll. Hopefully walk away with a chance to win the OCW Tag Team Champions here next month.
Yep, so I'm ready to go, ready to rumble, see what happens. We get me and Jarrett go show our best we can, and we'll show who the better tag team is.
I like it. I like it. It's a good game plan going into this.
I'm just glad we have somebody going after the OCW Tag Team Championship that was willing to stand up for OCW against the Entourage. You and your partner, Jared Knight, both literally chased Nick Hahn and his goons out of the building multiple times at House Party because somebody kept leaving the freaking door open.
I won't say who.
Oh, I wonder who from this table would have left the door open for that.
Are you tired of the Entourage?
Yes.
And, the Entourage they're so annoying. Like, you saw my anger when they got involved in my match last show, and trust me, you never see that fear side of me. I never let that out because I like to have fun, and then the crowd to have fun, enjoy the show. But I just could control it because, man, the Entourage always cannot get out the business of my business. Let me face one-on-one with them and see what happens. And, I mean, that's all that matters is the Entourage always get involved, and I'm sick of it.
I don't think I've ever seen them run that fast when you went after them.
Yeah, but
And Jared had a kendo stick, and
Yeah.
he was
The
swinging
fear
for the
in
fences.
their eyes was real that night.
Looked like Jose Ramirez swinging up there.
yeah, but you just mentioned that you'd like a one-on-one match with members of the Entourage. So if OCW General Manager Glenn Lane, if you're listening, maybe you could arrange that for the Baker.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Entourage is, I said, they have talent. I can't deny them. They have Jock Simpson. Probably one of the greatest. He is great. He is great. You have Brendan Field, one of the best technical wrestlers that I know. We train in the same school, but I know very well, and he's a very technical wrestler. And all the other they have, and I mean, the Entourage, they're not a joke, but I don't take them lightly.
No, you can't. You never know what they're going to be up to. They always got something up their sleeves.
That had Jerry Knight with me, him tagging because I could trust Jared. And that thing is, I could trust Jared, and he got my back. We understand that the Entourage can be anywhere, and I truly understand that part about it. The Entourage is a place that put people that I do not trust, but I need allies, I need backup just in case they do show up. I got somebody that I can trust.
Well, we know Nick Hahn and Jock Sampson is not in the building today.
Because we're not in a building, but
Well, we're outdoors.
Yeah.
We know where it's
Yeah, come on.
They are
Dean.
not here today. So we didn't got to worry about them, but there's still going to be some members of the Entourage here in attendance. So who knows what could happen?
Yeah, when I want to happen, that's why I have my tag partner, and we have our backs, and we understand we got to know what's going on around because we have to make sure that if the Entourage show up, we know what to do, and that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Is that we focus on match, but we still got to remember the Entourage is around somewhere, and we cannot be take the unlikely.
Yeah, you got the number one contenders on the line, so you guys got to stay focused on that.
Gino been here for a long time, and he is a talent wrestler. Knox he's just big guy for like 2 years ago, I think. I can't remember. But he developed talent that he could be good. I mean, Gino have won the heritage. He's been champion before, and that's the thing is, Gino is a threat that I really make sure that he understand. Like, Jerry is just a dangerous person, and me and Jerry is still good, and Gino is still a talented person.
Uh-oh.
guys, I think we're about to get interrupted, so I'm going to say thank you to James the Baker Hickey because the champion of OCW and the number one contender are both within striking distance of us here.
Thunderous.
So suddenly the broadcast position has gotten a little less safe. Let's first bring in the number one contender, No Shame Jimmy Shane.
Good luck today, man.
I'm going to jump off. Jake, I'm going to jump off headset here.
I was paid to be out here. I wasn't told I was going to be paid to watch this clown try to talk.
Uh-oh.
Your equipment actually working for once, Paul?
For once, yes.
For once it is?
For once it's working.
Jesus Christ.
We are
What's
joined.
up with all these shenanigans I get told? I was told to come out here and promote my Thunder Heavyweight Championship, but now Jimmy Shane's out here. How does that even work? What are you guys up to, huh? Someone
This is
answer my
his
questions.
show. We are joined
Answer my questions.
right now by the Thunderous.
The most thunderous.
OCW
Thunder Heavyweight.
champion Jake Ely.
You
and
almost said it
Shane,
right.
Jimmy Shane. This is going to be the main event tonight. The tension is insane right now between you two.
Hey.
How you feeling today?
You could cut it with a knife, huh? With a knife.
You could. Slice it down.
You know what else you can slice down? The amount of victories I have over Jimmy Shane over there. I got one slice,
One victory?
2 slice, maybe 3 slices. Maybe tonight I'll get 4 or 5. I don't know. I've been losing count. But my bread loaf is filling. You know what I'm saying? I almost got enough to feed the whole town.
We both know I got hurt in the last time we wrestled. I blew out my knee. Who knows what would have happened if I would have been healthy? I might still be champion right now.
Sounds like an excuse. You know. Maybe if you were a healthy competitor, you wouldn't have to make excuses like that. You know, maybe, just maybe, you weren't thunderous enough to fly with the birds that night.
Look, I'm not making excuses. I have always said, Jake Ely, you're good. You're damn good. The problem is, you're not as good as you think you are.
I get under the skin, don't I?
Yeah, you're under my
Don't
skin.
I?
But tonight, you're going to be under me when I'm pinning you 1, 2, 3.
Don't
heard that?
Don't tempt me with a good challenge. You know that is. I do respect you, James. I do respect you. I know you're capable of taking this back. That's right. I know you're a little salty too, because I took it from you, huh? And it looks better with me. It looks better on me. You know what else looks better on me? Just about absolutely anything that I choose. You know what I'm saying? And tonight, I choose to have you in that ring on the ground while you stand below my Thunder Heavyweight Championship wings. You
No.
know what I'm saying? Oh,
That
yes.
is the OCW Heavyweight Championship. Put some respect on it when you talk about it. Just like you disrespected the company when you turned on us a tradition and made it all about you. I'm coming to get that title back for OCW. I'm Mr. OCW, and if you want to run around calling that title the Thunderweight Championship, as far as I'm concerned, this match is for OCW.
You know what, James? You and the entire OCW crew can kiss my Thunder Heavyweight Championship ass. I'll see you tonight, James. You better be ready.
Oh my.
Stretch out, because I'm
The
coming.
tension is
All the
real.
lightning and all the thunder.
This is going to be a hell of a main event, everybody.
I got it right here. Everything else is just
You heard him. You heard the OCW Heavyweight Championship right there. Jake Ely.
I'm sorry this podcast didn't really turn into much of a podcast.
That's all right, man.
It was a pleasure to be on the Pile Driver once again.
Always a pleasure. Could Jimmy Shane become the 4-time heavyweight champion?
No handshake for me. And damn it, Paulie, I told you not to do that.
Damn it, Paulie.
Just running down that card real quickly as
That
I
card-
try to get the Thunder
Man,
stuff out
I'm
of
in a.
my-
I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah, there's Thunder stuff everywhere here.
You're definitely want to be here or watching the stream tonight to see this match, because this has just gotten a hell of a lot personal.
I
The
thought we
battle
were going to
for
get sandwiched there.
OCW is essentially what the OCW Heavyweight Championship matchup has turned into.
I
No
thought-
Shame Jimmy Shane challenges the Thunderbird Jake Ely.
That was insane.
Plus, #1 contendership for the OCW Tag Team Championship is on the line. The Surebet Asher Knox and the Made Man Gino DiCapo challenge the Boogie Knights, James the Baker Hickey and Jared Knight. We have the start of the OCW Summer Series tournament. The young trendsetter, Casey Carrington IV, goes one-on-one with the Mean Girl Austin Blaze in the first match of that tournament.
That's going to be absolutely wild.
Match number 2 of the tournament, the Smashing Machine, Tommy Chill, returns to OCW to battle legendary tag team star, now singles competitor, Pat the Bruiser. Also tonight, speaking of brutes, Lord Thomas the Brute goes one-on-one with a member of the Entourage, the professional Brandon Fields, and the OCW Women's Championship is on the line as the hockey hitman Eden VE, defends against Natalie May, and we're hoping that there aren't any shenanigans like there were last month at the house party.
You never know. We do not know.
Also,
They might have some other sleeve.
the great British guy Jin, Sydney, will go one-on-one with the returning James Ronick, and the Ohio Heritage Championship is on the line. Chuck the Truck Morris defends against the money man, Kenny Cash. All of that coming your way in just minutes right here from Kim Tam Park at Melanie Springs. What a night, boys.
What an absolute night. I'm still kind of trying to calm down from what we just experienced here. With No Shane, Jimmy Shane, and Jake Ely, I thought Jake was going to fly over top of us, and they were going to brawl it out.
I did too, and I am being told by our producer.
You like that?
I am being told by our producer we are desperately out of time, so
With
let's
that being
wrap
said,
up the
thank
pile.
you guys for joining us here live at OCW Danger Zone. If you heard Glenn Lane here sooner, get down here. You get $12. Let them know you heard it on the pod. If not, we'll see you guys soon, and thanks for joining.